Anyway. Okay, is that it for events?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already 10:30, so we should probably speed it up here.
Yeah, sure. Let's just get through everything at this point in time.
Community news.
Community news. I didn't get a chance to browse through all that stuff. But
I'm doing articles for Red Bull.
that's right. On a semi-monthly basis.
Correct.
Which means twice a month.
Correct.
Yeah. Bi-monthly means every other month.
Yeah, I literally looked up bi-weekly.
I love the fact that you just didn't even bother in your article. You kept saying twice monthly.
Dude, it's the lawyer in me. Because the reason I looked this up in the first place was some idiot other lawyer put in the contract bi-weekly. And I was like, bi-weekly could be anything. What does that mean? Twice a week or every other week? You don't know.
Right.
So I looked it up, and actually in the definition, it was like, can mean either this or that. AKA totally useless. So I've given it up. Anyway. Yeah, I'm writing for Red Bull. It's going to be about fighting games, but also like law and esports.
Right,
and
right.
So.
Lots of really cool game news. Did you see the trailer for the story mode in Street Fighter V?
Yes.
Looks really cool.
Looks acceptable.
Yeah.
Looks better.
Yeah. I mean, the weird part about it is that it's coming out so late, but I'm sure they just didn't want to delay the release. Maybe it's just taking a lot longer for them to get that story mode all together before they have the chance. But it looks really cool. I mean, it'll help bring in players, but I mean, again, it's like 6 months after it comes out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
it'll be interesting.
I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be like the Pandora. Do you remember that? Pandora story where it's just like
I did not even bother. So
like the Pandora box like lands in Antarctica and everybody's like, "Where's the box?" And that was the whole story. I hope it's not like that, but we'll see. I hope it's not just them wanting to be potatoes.
Right. It's really cool for Exert on Steam. Someone came out with a Hitbox viewer.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I saw how Ryan Hunter mentioned it. It's almost been kind of a negative thing that the Hitbox viewer came out because a lot of people have been posting either they don't know how it works or something because they showed a picture of Slayer's jump kick and they're like, "Lol, Slayer sucks now" because it's like giant green box and this tiny little red hitbox. It's like the first active frame and then all of a sudden he kicks. And then the red hitbox, they compared it to the one from Plus R, and it's like better, but it's nice to have it. It's nice to have it if you know how to read framed hitbox data well, and you understand how it works in conjunction with frame data. Because you can even have something that lasts like with 4 active frames, and that makes it even better, right? Like guys standing roundhouse, they added active frames, so it became a better anti-air. If you don't understand frame data, you don't understand why that is. It's just easier to time, kind of thing like that, right? Yeah. So, and then also they announced that Guilty Gear Xr's release date. This is really,
I missed
really
this.
Cool. So they announced that it's coming out in Japan in May.
Okay.
May 26th. So everyone's like, "Oh, cool! It's coming out in Japan." When's the U.S. release date? June 7th.
Wow.
Not far behind at all.
No.
And in fact, early enough, Wizard said on the stream, as long as it's 5 weeks before EVO, it makes it in. So I believe Revelator should be at EVO.
They did announce it as Revelator.
Yeah, that's true. They did. Yeah. So there you go.
How
so
about
it'll be
that?
Revelator. So a lot of people are going to have to learn very fast.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Japan will have a distinct advantage in that situation. But when have they not in an anime game? Yeah. But it's really, really cool that it's coming out only less than 2 weeks after.
I think that's great.
They did that. They did that when Xrd came out. It came out just like less than 2 weeks afterwards. So really, really cool that they're doing that. And I'm happy. I'll probably still import the Japanese one. So I get 2 extra weeks of Johnny time. But,
yeah.
I need my Johnny time. I did want to talk about that, but we'll get to that in a second. I do want to mention that the KI Cup is this weekend.
Right.
It's going to be taking place at PAX South. Basically, it's the same location as PAX South in San Antonio. It's going to be really exciting. A lot of players there. I'm actually going to be going there to do commentary for it. So that's why I've been watching all this KI footage. I watch it all on mute. And I do commentary. That's what you do. That's
nice.
What you do. So there was one day I was literally sitting down here, like eating dinner, and I was commentating a match out loud.
That's cool.
Like to myself.
Oh, I think that's great.
Yeah. But it's super. Look, I've gained a real strong appreciation for this game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not commentating it because they're like, James, can you come? I did it because I legit have an interest in this game, and you know, just the more I see of it, the more I really really like this game, and I really appreciate a lot of the decisions that they made for the game. And so it'll be really cool to see what's gonna happen with season 3. And so,
well, before KI Cup, you and I and a certain somebody are going to be doing a KI show right here on this very channel. Tomorrow. We're going to have Stage Jam, a.k.a. Steve, coming on, and we'll talk about KI and the KI Cup and all that stuff before KI Cup. So if you're interested at all, please check it out. That'll be tomorrow, starting probably at normal time, about 8:30 p.m. PST.
Right, 8:39, yeah, probably. So. Also, during the EVO announcement, to, I guess, appease Mr. Wizard, they played a trailer and revealed that Nina Williams is returning to Tekken 7 for Fated Retribution. She's in a wedding dress now?
I don't know. I thought it looked kind of cool.
It's like Kill Bill status or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks
like. No, it looked really sick. It looked really good. Look, Fated Retribution is a beautiful ass game. So another one of those games that I can't wait to get my hands on. I don't know how much I'll get into it because it's just harder to learn those games than it is other ones, and I'm already going to be trying to learn like 19 games. So yeah. But we'll see how it goes because I really want to give Tekken 7. Like, I'm not saying give it a chance in terms of like I want to watch. I literally want to play it and see if I can get into it because we tried for Tekken Tag 2 and. Like I
played it for a couple of months, but I just felt like it was too much.
Yeah, but yeah, she looked really cool. And it's funny because I can recognize a lot of her moves now thanks to Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
That's true. Yeah.
I saw a lot of Nina in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah. I played a bunch of Nina in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. There's a little dog yapping.
Yeah, she might be trying to find me right now. So my neighbor got a little dog. And when they first brought it home, I mean, literally, I could hold it in the palm of my hands. Like, it was stood in my hands like this. But the day they brought it home, they had to go out and, like, buy something emergency. So, like, can you watch over the dog real quick? So I went over to their place, and I sat there, and I babysat the dog for just a little bit, made sure it had a little bit of food and stuff like that. I think I imprinted on it.
You imprinted?
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I do.
When baby animals, they imprint. Because now every time the dog even remotely sees me, I've been down here in the garage and it's run up his stairs all the way around, back down the stairs just to come down and find me, and it like jumps all over me. It is the cutest dog. It is so sweet. So.
Okay. Well, I like dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Dogs are awesome. So.
Now. Were you gonna mention something here? Or? I was gonna get to the Mortal Kombat stuff.
Oh yeah, go for it. Talk about that.
Cool. So first off, Pit is coming back. The stage, if you care about that, there's a fatality.
That's free. It's free. So yeah.
But on top of that, they showed off Triborg, which I guess I will say, aka what was we saying? Quadborg
or Cyborg?
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Anyway, the robot one. And it has Cyrax, and it has Sector, and it has Smoke, and it has Cyber Sub-Zero. All of which were in MK9. So.
But I mean, the interesting part is that when you play you only get to choose the 3 variations. No variation only existed in training mode, right?
No, it turns out it was always selectable, and I didn't know that either. And in fact, I was with a bunch of the MK heads there, and a lot of us were like, we had no idea. You know who knew?
Who? Sonic Fox?
Yes.
How do you pick it?
It's like up, Y or something like that. Hell? I'm serious, dude. It's like... Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. But yeah, they look cool. And now, Cyrax is not... He doesn't have the command grab like he did in 9. He doesn't have unblockable bombs. But he does have low bombs, and he has air bombs, and he has cool-looking stuff. So I'm reasonably happy with that. And... I think Sector looks cool, and Cyber Sub-Zero seems like he's super tricky and very mobile and has really good strings and cool stuff.
So technically that means in training mode you can't pick the no variation mode.
There is no variation.
That's really interesting because I actually really liked no variation mode in training mode because I would learn the character that way and then I would pick all the different variations so I could figure out what made those unique.
Yeah, I can see that, but for this character, it's a different story because
right, because every character is completely different.
They're totally different. Their strings are different. They're literally their neutral jump punches are different. Like stuff is totally different.
Right.
So it just really doesn't apply. Yeah, is that it for that?
The fact that...
Oh, of course, Mortal Kombat XL. You know, it's coming to 360 and
not even 360, right?
I'm sorry, not 360.
That thing.
To Xbox One and PS4. More importantly, and I don't know, can't forget. Okay, well, it's not coming to PC. But first, I was going to talk about how the netcode is getting better.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The netcode.
Yeah.
Is getting better. I played it.
Oh, you got to play it? Oh, okay.
It's better.
Yeah, I'm still mad that, you know, he did a little bit, that Ed Boon did a little bit of the bait and switch. I'm glad the netcode is better, but the way he mentioned GGPO and it wasn't GGPO, I think that's kind of sad.
It's a little skeezy, but ultimately the netcode's getting better.
Yeah.
For me, that's great because, you know, I like the game, and the only reason I stopped playing is because it was just
you couldn't practice
frustrating.
because the netcode was terrible.
Yeah, it was just frustrating. So I'm really happy about that, and I feel like that's going to make things, you know, it's going to make things better for the scene because now more people can play more and get better, and maybe they come to tournaments.
Right.
Certainly, even things like ESL will get better recognition because people will like take online play seriously.
A lot of people were saying that the EU version is when they play in Europe, they use the PC version for ESL.
Oh, do they?
So does that mean that they're going to have to switch, or does that mean they're not going to?
I don't know. Right, yeah, so it's not coming to PC, unfortunately.
Dude,
with little explanation, just flat out that it's not coming to PC, unfortunately.
It's like every time... It's like someone coming up to you and saying, like, you win $1,000, and they crack a bat over your head. So, like, every time you get money, they have to give you bodily injury. You know, it's like, hey, look at this awesome game.
Yeah.
PC version doesn't work. We're not gonna port it to the other games. Yeah. Netcode sucks. Okay. Oh, hey, we're improving the netcode. We're coming out with all this cool stuff. We're not gonna support PC version anymore. It's like every time they try to gain some goodwill, it's just like, it's so frustrating.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah, I wish that it was better, you know? But I am really happy that the netcode is getting better. And not just for MKX, because you know there's going to be like an Injustice 2 or MK11 or something. It's not the last fighting game, right? And whenever that next fighting game comes out, hopefully it will be with the better netcode to start out right off the bat with. And hopefully they'll have learned from BS like the PC version fiasco and not trust it to some janky port company.
Yeah, I just know that there's a lot of people who bought the PC version on purpose, and then you know, they just struggle with it. And now pretty much everyone who bought it just threw away $60.
Oh yeah,
because they got nothing out of that game, pretty much. Right?
I read that. No, I heard on Total Biscuit's YouTube channel that there were 500,000 people who bought it, and that the average, I forget what the time period is, average weekly play or daily play, something like that, 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Because it's terrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, they did patch it to some degree, so it's not as bad as it was before, but oh man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, so...
It totally sucks. Yeah. I assume it's not NRS's problem, because knowing the people there as I do, I'm sure that they would love to have everybody play it well. I really think it's probably more a situation of WB farming it out to people who shouldn't be farmed out to. And...
Right. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks.
But hopefully... you know, the quality on the consoles will be good enough that it'll keep the community going and increase the community size.
I hope that's true. Yeah.
Okay. Also, really weird. So they had a poll for Guilty Gear where they announced, who do you want next? And Dizzy won, and so it's like all this stuff. Then Guilty Gear Reveler, like, here comes a new character, and it's like nobody we've ever heard of. It's brand new character.
Anime Goken.
Yeah, it's a Korean, but it's not even really. The Goken is like the bodysuit. It's like a costume, but it's really a girl inside controlling it.
Yeah.
By the name of, I guess it's Kum Hae Hyun, is how you're supposed to pronounce it. But dude, there's just gonna be so many bad jokes about this character's name.
Yes.
Yeah. But Kum Hae Hyun, and I guess it's a little girl in a big, giant, old Goken man body.
Why not?
And I heard they're trying to design it to be a more straightforward, simple intro character kind of thing. But see how it goes. So
it looks cool.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I can't wait to see more about this character because I do not know anything about the character yet. Remember that 2 players, Justin and GamerB, were announced to Red Bull Kumite.
Sure.
They've announced 2 more players to that, and that is Sien and Aliun are going to be showing up to Red Bull Kumite for Street Fighter V. That, of course, is going to be taking place in April 23rd to 24th in Paris, France. Again, Street Fighter V, so it should be cool stuff. They did the Street Fighter 4 thing last year. That was super exciting. So, and shout outs to Red Bull for always continually supporting the FGC.
Yeah, man.
Dead or Alive 5 last round got some interesting costumes. They got a bunch of Tatsunoko costumes. Like, okay. I first saw a picture of it, and like the person who tweeted, they literally thought it was like a mod or a joke.
Yeah.
But it's literally like Gold Lightan versus, it's like,
really?
It's like they have the costumes. So
wow.
They just have a bunch of Tatsunoko costumes. So all the characters that you played in Tatsunoko versus Capcom, their costumes are in Dead or Alive.
That's
now.
funny.
So it's actually kind of neat. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
I wanted to ask you, have you gotten a chance to watch FGC Film?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Have you?
I did. I did get a chance to watch it. And in my opinion, it's really, really a nice video for people to watch who are not familiar with the fighting game community.
Okay.
One of my favorite things about it is they really, really emphasize the family aspect of it. Just like the bonds that a lot of people create, the friendships that they create in there. And they were talking, some people were like, oh, like if this hadn't happened, then I might have gone this different route. Just a lot of really cool things about that. The biggest weakness of the film was not anything wrong with the film, in my opinion. It was just that Esteban Martinez, the guy who shot, directed, edited, did everything for the movie, obviously limited resources, right? Because it's really kind of divided into 3 things, which is Evo, and just the fighting game community in general. It's also centered around Lord Knight a lot. It covers a lot of Lord Knight, and then it also covers a lot of ECT.
Okay.
It would have been nice to see more than one player, maybe an East Coast or West Coast player or something like that. But obviously, it's just he lives in the East Coast. It's going to be way easier for him to access that stuff. If he had more resources, if he had something, that he could do a bigger production, I'm sure it would be really, really cool to see. But I really enjoyed it. I really, really, really liked it. So, like I said, I would love to show this to people who don't know what the fighting game community is about. Cool. And because the thing about it is the fighting game community has that reputation now because of those same 3 events that everyone keeps bringing up, or 3 occurrences. But this video really kind of gives you that other side where you see a lot of the people talking to each other, and like they really talk, like they remember Johnny Cage, Sweet Johnny Cage, how he left running ECT just this last year. Like they showed that whole entire thing. You could see how much it meant to everybody and all the stuff like that. Really, really cool stuff.
That's nice.
So if you haven't had a chance to check it, go to fgcfilm.com. You can rent it for $4 or buy it for $10. But it's good stuff. Good stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other news or?
Let's see if there's anything else I want to mention here.
Oh, this weekend Street Fighter V beta is coming back.
That's right. So while you're playing that, please have the KI Cup stream on at the same time.
Right.
Honestly, I'm not just saying this because I'm going to be there, but I really do think it would be, if you haven't watched a lot of KI, definitely watch it. Give it a shot, because
I'll be doing that.
I just watch it so much, and like that whole combo breaker system is it just doesn't play that much into the game as much anymore. There's just the footsies in the game is really, really interesting.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah. Obviously you can't escape the combo breaker system.
No, I know.
It's all in there and stuff like that. But it's not everything about the game.
Okay.
So it's really cool. So I guess the last thing I just want to talk about is the whole Cammy pants thing.
Oh, yeah.
I sent out a couple of tweets, and then everyone got mad at me about it because I was making fun of it. Right? I was making fun of it. So basically they data mined the beta, and they found all these new costumes.
Yeah.
And the newest costume for Cammy, not the special, you have to buy it from Amazon or whatever version of the costume. Just the official alternate costume for Cammy. She's wearing a coat and no pants.
Yeah, I saw.
So basically when the coat flops up, she's just got panties under there, right?
Yes.
So I tweeted, I sent out a tweet that was basically like, I said, Cammy, quotes, like, you mean people are watching us right now? And Chun-Li, right now! Cammy's response, but I'm not wearing any pants. And then Chun-Li, me neither! Like, a lot of people took that one really seriously. That's actually a direct quote from a Don Hertzfeld cartoon.
Oh, yeah. You were reaching on that.
Yeah, one person got it. One person actually tweeted me, was like, did you just reference the animation show from Don Hertzfeld? And I'm like, yep. And he's like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So... That was all that was a joke, right?
Yeah.
But then I tweeted out, I was like, dude, seriously, I just watched this, and I was like, this costume looks cool. Then I saw it had no pants, and I was like, what the fuck, Capcom? Like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then that just started this big old shitstorm on, you know, all of the usual suspects of the fighting game internet, social media area and stuff like that. And everyone's like, oh, here comes social justice warrior and stuff like that. Look, I'm just going to say this right now. I dare anybody to go find a tweet from me, and I haven't deleted anything, that I've ever said that I think the costume is too revealing.
Okay.
That's not the problem I have with it. The problem I have with it is she's not wearing any pants, and it's stupid. It's dumb. It's juvenile. You know what I mean? It's like
I agree with that.
It's like someone said, hey, let's make a sexy Cammy. How do we do it? Let's not give her any pants. I don't know. It's just like it's literally the dumbest thing.
Look, I think it's dumb looking too.
Yeah. It seriously feels like to me, Cammy is in one of those dreams where you're running around and you find out you have no pants. And you're like, holy shit, how did I forget to put on pants today?
Yeah.
I've said a million times on Twitter, just give her a damn skirt. A skirt that only goes up to whatever, like to the top of her thigh. That will flop around everywhere and she'll give you just as many panty shots, but it won't be stupid. It's just dumb. It's literally stupid that she's running around in a coat with no pants or skirt or anything.
Yeah, I think it looks dumb.
Myself. It's not even anything to do with like, oh my god, it's too revealing. The kids. I just think it looks stupid. Because like literally I saw the costume, was like, I want to play that costume.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it looked cool at the start.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't want to play this costume ever again. So it's...
Yeah.
You just put a tiny little skirt on it because it looked like her ST ending picture.
Oh, that's true.
It looked exactly like the ST ending picture where she's wearing the shortest of stupid pink skirts, which probably does nothing.
Yeah.
And if they just put that damn pink skirt on her, I would have played that costume free. Like, I would have been super excited for that costume. But, look, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just a stupid costume, so...
I mean, I thought Laura's looked dumb. And I put out a tweet that I was like disappointed or I think it was something very light like that. I forget what the exact word is I used, but I was like kind of disappointed that, you know, Capcom made a costume that was like so obviously pandering to teenage boys.
Right.
I don't know. Just because I would like it to appeal to more people. That's all. Mm-hmm. But then, you know, a lot of people have... Clearly, I have an agenda, okay, obviously. My agenda is like, let's get more people involved. I don't want video games to be a boys thing anymore.
Right.
That's my agenda, and I'm gonna be upfront about it. But I didn't like go in hard on that. You know, I was like, oh, I'm disappointed, and then I went back to work, and then I don't know, people saw it, I guess, and there was a lot of negative tweets being like, oh, you want everybody in a burqa. You know, it's like the complete, obviously, nonsense opposite of it.
Right.
But something to do, well, maybe a little bit to do, but not much to do with nudity that's offensive, or like, people were like, is a bikini offensive to you? No, it's silly. if some human woman wants to wear a bikini, cool.
Dude, look.
Cool, literally, but it's a different thing, because when some dude designs a video game character to appeal to dudes, I'm over it.
Right,
I'm over it. And if it comes in like some situations, that's fine. As we've mentioned before, I think Jury's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I think Eno is pretty cool.
Right.
Characters that have like some personality about them.
Right.
Interesting stuff.
Like I was just about to say, if one of the fighters in a fighting game turned out to be like a beefcake bodybuilding woman who wore a bikini, I wouldn't even complain. Like there's nothing to complain about because that's the way that particular sport, usually wears their clothes and stuff like that. So
yeah, I just think it would be more interesting, but I don't think that the Laura one is interesting. And some people were even like trying to say, oh, that's how people dress in Brazil. Like, oh, they're just representing Brazil. Which is, I understand that in Brazil it's cooler than it is here to like dress skimpily, but come on, folks.
Dude, I've already joked that when Urian is in the game, like I hope his bulge is just like ridiculous. And then when you pick him in the character select, you know how they always have the close up? I really hope they just zoom in on his crotch. And he just sits there and like has his hands on his hips and just like is waving his crotch in your face during the versus screen. Because that's basically what they...
See, I don't think that's even that good of a comparison. Do you remember there was some picture that I saw, some drawing, where somebody had designed a male Mortal Kombat character in the same way as female Mortal Kombat character, where like his little wang.
Oh, there's like a pocket.
Like the balls are out, and then there's like just like a curtain on top of the dick. It's like something that's like maximally absurd.
Right,
it's not just like he has a Speedo like
right. Also, another thing I will say about that Laura costume is I really honestly think she has the stickiest nipples that I've ever seen in my life. Because there's no way that thing is not going to just be like all over the place.
Yeah, that's why I think it's kind of silly and kind of absurd and yeah, but I mean, like I said, it was more just I was disappointed on, but I know there's a whole group of people for whom that's a serious fight is to fight against the idea that you might want to have more inclusivity.
Right. I mean, the whole thing, because it's become...
Or to critically think about it, maybe.
Right. It's a big topic that, I mean, literally the people who are against the people who are against it, everyone is just, like, triggered so fast. Like I said, there's nowhere, anywhere that I said, I don't like this outfit because it's too revealing and whatever for Cammy. I was just like, it's a stupid outfit because she's not wearing pants. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
And immediately people just took it and were like, oh, social justice, and all this stuff like that. And I was like, I just think it's a stupid costume, dude. I mean, like, I have complained so many times about Birdie being fat. I've just said, like, I really hate that aesthetic. But the thing about it is, the reason why we don't talk about it is because no one says anything about it to me. Like, I'm like, I hate the fact that Birdie's fat, and that's it. But then I'm like, I hate this Cammy costume, and everyone's like, explosion. So I don't know.
Anyway, I get why people would be mad. I mean, if your point of view is that you want to maintain what you consider fan service, right? That's what a lot of people were talking about.
Right.
Now it seems like people, I guess like me, for example, don't like fan service. I mean, if you define fan service so narrowly as being like showing naked ladies to boys, then I guess that it's true. Like, I would rather that not be the only thing, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather there be other stuff, and I think it's very telling that when somebody says fan service, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're not talking about something else that's like, because many things could be fan service. So, if that's something that you really like, and you're worried that people are attacking it, you're right. You're right. So, if that's very important to you, then I get why you would be mad. I get why. Obviously, there's plenty of things that are fan service that are not for men. But the point is that when people like bring it up in this kind of context, that's what they're talking about. Yeah. And you need to understand that it can be more things than that. That's my point. Yeah. So anyway,
it's interesting too because someone actually told me that they thought that outfit for Cammy was really sexy, and I was like, you know what? If you put like a skirt on her, I actually would think that that's more sexy. Because I feel like it's the same people who, like, trash female streamers for showing cleavage or something like that. You know what I mean? Oh, you can't do it on your own. But then they like this fan service kind of thing. I don't know. It's just, like, the messages that I get are just kind of, like, really...
Yeah, I mean, it's important to not, like, think that anybody else's point of view is, like, too stupid or asinine. Because I don't think that that's true. I tend not to think that that's true. People tend to be more complex than that. So it's kind of annoying to me when other people view other people's views as being like asinine and simple.
That's true.
Anyway, I don't know how long we need to stay on this, but
yeah,
I don't know.
The main thing for me
Anyway.
right now is just I've just been seeing everyone just calls me like, oh, feminist or social justice warrior all day. Like I don't. It's become a big thing for me. I don't know why, but like I'd still challenge people at any point in time to point out where I said I didn't like it for that reason. So.
I'm a feminist.
I am a feminist. I'm absolutely a feminist. You know.
Sorry, everybody. But like what I think people also sort of don't want to understand, or like just I don't know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like making jokes about stuff and being a jerk, and those things are not incompatible at all. I don't know. Anyway, anything else to talk about?
Yep.
Oh no! We said it. The word.
Which word?
The F word,
Oh,
man.
oh, okay. I didn't know that was such a thing.
Anyway, so anything else to talk about before we get out of here?
No, I'm good. It's late and I'm actually pretty hungry. So.
Oh, I'm pretty tired myself.
I haven't had dinner yet, again, as usual. So I'm actually pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Well,
People are funny.
yeah, I don't know. I wasn't always, but what happened was I got older,
Yeah, no, that's
and I although being a jerk and making jokes is still very important to me, I sort of started to think about other people.
yeah.
Is what happened. So that's really what happened.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Okay, cool. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hopefully I'll figure out what the hell is going on with the crackle issue and get that fixed before next week, get that fixed before tomorrow, because we are going to be doing that KI stream tomorrow. So Steve is going to come in, has a lot of information about season 3 and such. So definitely check that out.
Alrighty. See you, folks.
All right, peace out, everybody.